Hello, my name's Sam, and today I'm going to give you the top 3 reasons why I think the next stimulus package is going to be bigger than you think, so you can stop fearing and learn to love a divided Congress. Let's get into it. So the purpose of my channel is that I will digest the news of the day and give it to you in layman's terms so that you can feel better about what's going on, because it can be quite scary right now, particularly in the middle of this whirlwind we're going through with what's going to happen in phase 4 stimulus. So first thing, it's an election year. We're 97 days out. November 3rd is the election here in the US, and there's a lot on the line. The presidency, the Republicans currently have a slim majority in the Senate, but that is looking weak at the moment, and they are down in a lot of the polls. The Democrats have a big opportunity to come back from well behind. They lost a ton of seats in 2016, and they're hoping to come through with a bit of a blue wave. So how does this work with the stimulus package? Well, they are both using it as a wedge issue to talk to their base. So the Republicans come out with this plan that is a lot slimmer than the very generous HEROES Act the Democrats put together, but it's just signaling to their base. They know that they're going to have to come to the middle. They know that, well, the Republicans in particular know they're going to have to spend a lot of money to get us through this crisis. As I said in my last video, we have missed the boat on controlling coronavirus. So we have at least the next 6 months. And I think the convergence of those two things is going to mean it's going to be a much more generous stimulus package. Think $1,200 stimulus checks. Think $500-$600 bonus on top of unemployment. Think very generous PPP plan. Think very, very generous other stimulus for schools going back in, for PPE, for local, state and local governments. So I think we don't need to worry about that simply because we are living in an election year. Number 2, economists. Economists unanimously agree that $600 bonus to unemployment is the best thing and one of the only things that has kept the US economy going in the last 4 months since it came in. A study came out, and the study says that every dollar that you spend on unemployment creates $1.50 worth of economic activity in the community. That means jobs, that means other people paying their rent, that means people paying their bills on time, paying their credit cards on time, paying their mortgages on time. It will be a domino effect if we pull it out. And particularly if it goes to the $200 mark, that means that there will be 1 million less jobs in 2021 than there would be if they continue the $600. These guys are not stupid. Again, they're signaling to their base. I agree with them that we need to look at the national debt, but this is not a time to be worrying about that. So that is my number 2 reason why I think this is going to be more generous than you think. And number 3, we live in a divided, partisan political environment. And I know that can be frustrating, and I know that that can be scary, but it's actually the best possible thing we could have right now for getting something through that's really going to help the little people. How does that work? Well, the stock market. The stock market is at an all-time high, essentially. And the reason that is because they've been pumping money into the economy. The president is down in the polls. The one thing that he can cling to is the stock market is at a high. Do you think he really, really, really wants to pull all that money out of the economy and hurt his re-election chances? There is not a snowball's chance in hell. This also flows on the down ballot tickets to the Senate Republicans. They are riding on his coattails. They need his approval rating to spike. And you know what the best thing for his approval rating is? Giving people free money and keeping the economy going. I'm telling you, you heard it here. This is going to be way more generous than they wanted to be originally. It's also, they can then go back to their base and say, look, hey, we tried to be more economically rational. We tried to worry about the national debt, but the damn Democrats made us do it. And the Democrats can say, see, we got all this money for you guys. How good are we? The Republicans didn't want you to do that. Didn't want you to get that, but we got it for you. It is a win-win on both sides. This will be I'm saying a $2 trillion bill. There will be unemployment benefits in the range of, I say, 450 to 600, depending on how weak the jobs numbers are in the next couple of weeks. And we are on a time crunch. That means that they have to get this done by the end of next week. It's going to be way more generous than you think. Hopefully you can sleep better at night. That's it from me today. Let me know if you have any questions, any comments. I'd love to reply, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.